So the Snyder Cut was released, and after years of fans being told to shut up, that it doesn't exist, HBO Max and Warner Brothers throw us a Hail Mary from the heavens, and Zack Snyder's Justice League arrives, and the media is at it again, attacking the fans. That behavior is reprehensible no matter what franchise you're talking about or what business you're talking about. You know what this means?
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
I want to say the first time that this PR move, this marketing move, really gained traction was in 2016 with the Ghostbusters movie. Misogynistic, sexist, men don't want to see women-led movies. This is another one that they would go to. And more movies started throwing this woke agenda, this identity politics into movies, and Birds of Prey, they were ending the male gaze on Harley Quinn. I think Ewan McGregor was interviewed and he's like, it's gonna tackle everyday misogyny. They're gonna put an end to it. And then they had to talk about how, what's the sexuality of Black Mask? And is Black Mask gay? Because this is what I care about in my comic book movie. Nobody cares. What does that have to do with the story? You know, your race, your sexuality, your gender, that doesn't define you. These are things that you had no control over. You're born this way. What is your character? Let's judge them. Let's judge somebody by that. I believe somebody gave a speech about that. Charlie's Angels. And it's gonna critique male leadership. It's not for the men. But then when it doesn't do well and they're called out on it because they're saying, oh, men don't want to see women in movies as the lead. Why did Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman do so well? Well, you know, they belong to a male genre. Okay, Charlie's Angels did well in the 70s. Cisgendered, heterosexual males. Love them some Farrah Fawcett. The movie of Charlie's Angels did well. It had a sequel. Maybe it was too early to do a reboot of a reboot. You know, ooh, the evolution of Star Wars. Lando is pansexual. Lucasfilm spent decades trying to quash this side of the fandom. What? George Lucas is a bigot. You didn't know that? And fans don't buy this. And what happened? Solo bombed. And this was the first nick in the armor. So when you look at a box office budget, you have to double this. That's why it says estimated. Typically the standard is just double the budget, and that's how much they spent. The doubling of it is all the marketing. You got to get the airtime on television, magazines, all those shill interviews, looking unhappy that they're even in this situation, that it's mandatory because of marketing. And so if we double this, you can see that worldwide they didn't even make it. And remember, it's not like Hollywood has this money. They have to take this out in loans. So they have to pay this back. So they're hoping for that extra income to come on top.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
Don't ask questions because it's toxic. So if you're like, hey, why does the older art not look like this insipid, bland BS that you're giving us now? Shouldn't it be better? Well, that's toxic. When you're giving us characters like Snowflake and Safe Space. And so what we realized as fans is that the industry, this geek culture that we've loved our entire lives, is taken over by posers. They have no idea of the subject matter they're talking about. For instance, Kathleen Kennedy during Rise of Skywalker does an interview with Rolling Stone. And what does she say? She says every one of these movies is a particularly hard nut to crack. There's no source material. We don't have comic books. We don't have 800-page novels. These people don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea about the very things that they're in charge of, that they're making for the fans. The same fans they're talking and telling that they're toxic, racist, sexist. The year Star Wars fans finally ruined Star Wars. You know, they're
Racist, misogynist trolls.
The executive producer from WandaVision, she does an interview. She says that, oh, they sent me a bunch of the comics and I looked over them. I'm not a very good comic reader. I have a hard time digesting the storylines and I never knew which cell to look at. And I don't know what cell to look at. Remember when Hugh Jackman, it all just makes so much sense. Remember when Hugh Jackman said that Bryan Singer banned comics on the set of X-Men? The actors, oh, this might get in the way of the three-dimensional characters I'm trying to portray on screen. How is it going to do that? Bryan Singer. This is the same reality where Sin City, 300, Watchmen exist. Same reality. But they'll come out and they'll be like, oh, this has never been done before. This is brave, stunning, and strong. And then fans come in and are like, oh, you guys are toxic. You guys don't know what you're talking about. In the time when Mark Hamill says that in the script of The Last Jedi, it was like, destroy the past, kill it if you have to, or something. And Rian Johnson's like, yeah, I'm trying to.
I mean, it says right in the script, forget the past, kill it if you have to. And you're doing a pretty good job.
I'm trying.
And fans see this. Fans see it. The normies don't. The normies don't understand. Normies never will. The normies are just like, hey.
Just consume product and then get excited for next.
Meanwhile, fans are like,
I'm
what?
taking crazy pills!
And need I remind you that when you work with fans, how does it pay off? Look at Sonic the Hedgehog.
Bruh.
Look at the backlash when that trailer dropped. And what did they do? They turned around, invested more money into their product, made it right, and that movie was a success. It's getting a sequel. So there's this interview in December 2019 with Henry Cavill while he was doing The Witcher's first season for Netflix. And this interviewer, you can tell, he leads this question in about toxic fandom. And he's probably just used to every cast member, every director, producer, just going, oh yeah, toxic fans, you know, blah, no part for that. They need to get over it. Listen to how he delivers this question.
I'm curious if that's comparable to this sort of world, this culture of toxic fandom, where like if you make a movie, especially if you make a superhero movie, like you have great intentions, but there are always going to be a small yet vocal group of people there can kind of just be toxic.
Toxic. Listen to how Henry Cavill handles this question.
I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have. And people are going to be upset because, especially when you're talking about books or games, because you're never going to be the exact person who they had in their head or who they played on Witcher 3, for example. I don't necessarily consider that toxic. I just consider that passionate.
This guy is Superman. He's so alpha, he made this dude cross his legs.
Can kind of just be toxic.
It's okay to question things. It's okay. And when they start rolling out this new phase of MCU, keep an eye out for this. Because this is their go-to. This is their PR move. This is how they handle the fans for their inability to take responsibility for the misinformed decisions they've made.